If you have ever read the novels The Great Gatsby and The Lord of the Flies, you would know that they are two very different books with very different plots. Though with some deeper research and critical thinking, I have found quite a few similarities between the two. One of these books is American literature, while the other is British literature. The author of The Great Gatsby, F. Scott Fitzgerald, is from the United States, where the author of Lord of the Flies, William Golding, is from the United Kingdom. These two authors may seem very different, but they do have a few similarities. Both of these men went to prestigious universities. Fitzgerald went to Princeton University, and Golding went to Oxford University. Oddly enough, Jay Gatsby, the main character of The Great Gatsby, also got his education from Oxford University. After schooling, both joined the military, the U.S. Army for Fitzgerald and the Royal Navy for Golding. Though the authors are very important, my focus is going to shift more over to the stories. All good stories, books, novels, and so forth have symbols. So of course, both of these novels have great symbols that help tell the story and to show a deeper meaning. I found that the conch shell from Lord of the Flies and money from The Great Gatsby have a similar meaning. In Lord of the Flies, the conch shell is what the boys use to signify who has the current right to speak. It is then when the shell holds power. For when the boys hold the conch, he has all the power to speak his opinions and say his word. Likewise, in The Great Gatsby, the people who have money, and lots of it, have all the power. It is this power that leads to, spoiler alert, Daisy getting away with the murder of George Wilson's wife, Myrtle. Because she has a good social standing, which comes from great wealth, she does not suffer from the consequences. There are many different themes in both novels. The Great Gatsby focuses more on society and class, wealth and power, love, compassion and forgiveness, and mortality, where Lord of the Flies focuses on society and humanity, civilization versus savagery, man versus nature, loss of innocence, war, power, and youth. You could argue that some of these are very similar, which indeed they are. Each story has a main theme about high status and society. The Great Gatsby leans more towards social class and wealth, and Lord of the Flies leans more towards creation of civilization, humanity, or lack of it, and society. In both novels, social classes are present, but simply formed by different situations that happen. The characters in the books are very important as well. In The Great Gatsby, we meet Nick Carraway, Jay Gatsby, Daisy and Tom Buchanan, Jordan Baker, and George and Myrtle Wilson. In Lord of the Flies, we meet Ralph, Piggy, Jack, Simon, the Little Uns, and the Big Uns. We have our protagonists, Ralph and Gatsby, and our antagonists, Jack and Tom Buchanan. Each character has his own role, and in these stories, some are more alike than others. For example, Nick and Piggy are the close friends who support the protagonist in his journey for what he believes is right. In conclusion, it can be very difficult to find similarities in two completely different books that have nothing to do with each other. But a book is what you make of it, how a single person interprets the story and understands it. The similarities that I have found may be completely different from another person who has maybe read the same novels as I did. The Great Gatsby and The Lord of the Flies were very interesting, and I hope that watching this video has given you a better understanding of how they connect. Thank you for watching.